Hi, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Oh, did it get stuck?
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay.
Right on. Thank you. Have a good day. Transmission parts. I got a little bit of a container. We can put our synchronization rings in. Just put our synchronization rings in there a little bit. Oh, let's see what we're using, boys. Red Line synthetic oil. That's the good stuff. Okay. Just give her a little drinky poo. What do you think? Give the synchronizers a little drinky poo. Should be good. Just let them soak up the goodness, you know what I mean? The good thing I bought this extra bits kit. It's just like a $100 or something for like a bit of extra of all the small bits, and it had like this little set seal in there with the ringalo, but it had the 2 ringalos. See, as we got 1 ringalo and a 2 ringalo, and you know the rebuild kit I only come with 1 ringalo. We need 2 ringalos, so good thing I got that. You know, there's a couple things that we kind of made a good decision on, but this whole rebuilding of the transmission wasn't one of them. Hey, I can tell you that right now. But yeah, I'm just brake cleanering up some parts here and start stabbing her on the shaft. Hey, I apologize. Let me just finish my cigarette here, and we'll see if we can't get that asshole on there. That'll be fun. Hey, we gotta get all these bits in there too, so I hope you're happy about that. Just finished with my cigarette, boys. But got this ointment. Oh, that's a lot stiffer than I thought it was. Hobo's tooth would be able to really apply this, you know, it could get in there and really get it in there, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll just put a little dollopy poo, some smig in there. Be awesome. Pretty well awesome. And I can use that later on my patantler. Eh? I apologize. Apologize that I exposed you to such vulgarity. You're in a shop atmosphere, boys. Look. 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 Yeah. Now there's a flat spot there and a flat spot there, and they're not 180. There's like less teeth on this than there's here, and they line up with the flat spot there, the flat spot there. 2 hitch as well as not. Flat spot there. No good. Flat spot there, good. Okay. crazy. You see that gap in there? There's a 2-piece bearing. Quality right there. Oh, check that out. I knew it. I bought another kit, so we don't have to use the old one. We got a new one. We got the broken one that came with the original rebuild kit, but then I bought a separate small pieces kit. And there's a few pieces that I needed out of that so far already, so we're doing good. Okay, we just got to put that on there without breaking it, boys. That's it. Easy, right? Boys, that's it. You know what I mean? Piece of piss. Just gotta put a snap ring on. You know what I mean? Is that fucking stupid? Holy shit. Well, I already did this once, but I figure if I'm gonna saw into my hand, I best get it on a movie. You know what I mean? So this is how you're gonna want to do it. Just like quick. Not too bad. Eh? Not too bad. So I'll clean the particles out of this and then we'll show you what the plan is anyway. But this snap ring here, no good. I already broke one. You probably saw it in my movie. Try to get the shot of the chowderness because that's totally no good. Right, there's the old one. Wore out. Got some friggin' spline marks on the other side. Luckily we got this little kit here. It's got all kinds of extra bits. So if we need any extra bits, we got extra bits. But clean this up and we'll get that snap ring on there. Yeah. Boys. Boys, it worked. Custom tapered, friggin' slotted PVC pipe. We got that on there, boys. Holy shit. We did it. We had to drive to the hardware store, but in the world, I guess. We soaked this little ringolo in different types of shit. Now it goes on. Hopefully. Wow, that went on there before. She's a little taut. ha. You transmission. Oh dear, that was stressful for about 3 minutes. The other bearing. You. I just cleaned out the case there. Oh, look at the gold, boys. Look at the gold. It's my sluice box. Eh? For sluicing. For treasure. But all that sparklies. I mean, I've already cleaned the case a few times too, but not, you know, fully, completely. Obviously. She'd be sheeted. Ended up having to get the friggin' ball joint kit out to, so that bearing just goes over the shaft just a little bit, so that guy there just fit on there, friggin' lockety McSplockend. The perfect friggin' unit right there. Not this one, no, that one's too big. That one right there was too big, boys, but you know, a little bit of a selection, so hopefully we got enough bits and bash this hunk of shit together, but got to bash that bastard in there now. Probably backwards because I'm a fucking idiot, but inwood, 0 fucks. What do we got? Too small. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dudes. New friggin' racing seal installed. Counter shaft installation, perhaps. Perhaps we'll just install the old counter shaft. Pretty sure this is the frick around there. Nope. Nope. So I need to find something to set underneath the bottom of the shaft that will support it off of that. You know, you don't want to be smashing that friggin' bearing down and using the other bearing as a, you know, a smash point. So we got to lift that, you know, put one of these pucks or something under the end just to get her how you done. And then we can use our friggin' ball joint thing again to smash that down. She's not going to be quite long enough though, boys, which is a very much disappointing feature of this situation we found ourselves in, but it's going together, boys. So eat a dick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, but here's a little tip for you, because I started freaking out because this thing, see how wobbly and how like comey offy, super easy. So you can just like finger blast the shaft, zero Bugatti. Well, apparently that's okay. Apparently that's okay. You gotta jet clamp it off the friggin' arsecle of the friggin' original. But for ease of remanufacturing, they make it sloppy as fuck. So I mean, it's just the 3/4 Synchro. It's just the 3/4 Synchro Marmaduker, so shouldn't be a big deal, other than, you know, the whole shaft is going to want to fly apart, because like I got a zip tie I'm holding that end on, because if you press the bearing on, can't get the you know, you can't get it in the thing with the bearing on, so you put the bearing on after, right? So then this end's supposed to be pressed on, that holds that on, and then you know what I mean, and this and that, but nope. Both ends are going to be just flopping around in the breeze, so that's pretty cool. But check this out, dudes. Hey, frig yeah, bros. She's friggin' just meshing, just friggin' splendid. But anyways, I'm gonna sig her here and figure out what the next step is. So it calls for 2 to 6, preferably closer to 2, and we're like 7. So we'll change that shimberly. Just gotta, like, you know, pull this apart, torque this down again, put a different little spacer in there. So we'll try this one next time. I think it's just slightly thicker than the other one. I don't know. We got a whole pack of them anyway, so we'll friggin' fiddle around until we can get this as close to 2 as possible, and then on to the next procedure. Well, it took about 4 or 5 tries, but we're at 0. There's 1. There's 2. So I got 2 thousandths. And if you look over here, it says recommended end play is 2 to 6 thousandths, with the minimum being preferred. That's kind of encouraging, isn't it? Okay. It's a little bit of the encouragement. So the next step is to pound this guy in there. It's got a little, the old one was decked, right? But this one's got a little rubber seal around her, so with any luck, transmission specialist. kind of stuck on there a little bit, that one. Good lord. Holy shnikowitz, how the fuck are we gonna get that on there? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, boy. Oh, I should have got a shot of that. That was pretty graceful. Hey, pretty graceful it is. I apologize. Oh, there's 20 thousandths. Well, I got, you know, that shifted over that way and that shifted over that way, so the son of a bitch is just locked right into gear terrible, so we'll give her a good friggin' drink of the red poop here. It's kind of dumb because this thing only goes on one way, but it's like the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's like interferencing terribly. Once we get her past that, then we're going to pull it all the way around, so that's going to be good. Holy shit. she clicked. Right? Okay. Just needed her to click, boys. That's it. Just think she's getting carried away. Getting 8-9 clicks out of her. You know what I mean? There's these little dingleberries. Want them? Want them? So we'll put those in the holes. And then run our set screws in there. Drive that edge down into that hole, but the hole ain't go far enough. What the dick? So that one there, holy shit. That one there goes way more deep in there. It's only got one of them though. This one's got two, but they're not near as deep. They don't go down as deep. Nope. Nope. So that's handy. Anyway, she's done, boys. Hey, look at that. Just gotta bolt the friggin' rear cover on and pound that seal in. Where's the seal? Let's pound the seal in, and bolt that rear cover on. Stuff smells like a gym locker, gym bag or something, hockey bag. Rather unpleasant. So there's these three slots there, and then that little side dink there. So the side dink goes on that little arse coal, and then obviously the three son of a bitches. Oh, I got her about that far, and then I got scared. So I gotta kind of tip it. I gotta get her a little tippy, eh? So I got her pretty well wedged in there, so I'm terrible, but I can't rustle the son of a bitch and loosen the guy, you know, with any sort of precision like that. So we'll get Tippy out here operating the on-off, and we'll see if we can't wrestle this bitch in there. It'd be fucking awesome. My first time building a transmission, first time putting a clutch in anything. First time, boys. Yeah, we did. We really did. We did it. We're installing a transmission that I rebuilt. Almost had it.
We did it.
All right, well, it's getting late, so I best shut her down, but got the hole cut in the floor. Of course, it was right on a friggin' cross mixigiter. There's like 2 cross mixigiters under here. So of course we had to cut one directly down into the center, but there's like a front, you know, lip thing that it sits on and stuff too. So hopefully without, you know, too much annoyance. But check that out, boys. Holy shit. We got the friggin' drive shift in. That was a bit of an issue. This here, this guy here, I had to pound it into the transmission. So, not, you know, in the Ackerman, you know, because the other transmission's tail signature came out in a completely different location. So, you know, we're trying to 3DAP, but I missed the message from Clarence. Hey, I missed the message from friggin' Clarence. Let me just shot you here real quick. So you can see I got an 1.25 inches. You got an 1.25 inches gap right there in accordance to the jack under there, in accordance to I don't know if you can saw that. The corner of the oil pan was jabbing this guy there. I should have clarenced that, right? I could have just friggin' and then we could put the son of a bitch lower, but what with the engine in, she's where she's going, but I don't know. So the best thing I could come up with, short of making another transmission mount, you know, to just raise it up 1.25 inches, is just get this guy here, drill a couple holes in it, and then we'll just mount it in between the what's it and the who's it. There's like a 2-piece transmission mount, so just unbolt the one bottom piece and bolt it to the mount that I made, and then we'll just sandwich a hunk of the pipe in between there, and that'll be good enough until maybe later on, if it doesn't friggin' copacize, we'll have to remake a transmission mount. But not a big deal, I suppose. Little cutty poo, little ticky tacky, but yeah, she's pretty well where she's going other than that. But yeah, I did it, boys. Look at it. Transmission. There's just this one part that I don't know, in the MAGA words, I'll try to find it here. So it says, you know, this and that and blah blah blah. The groove on the 3/4 hub arrow must face up. It just won't. So I don't know if you can make out the groove they're talking about, but to me both sides look the same, so I just stabbed it in there willy-nilly. But apparently it must face up, so if it faced down, which is more than likely what's happened, we'll get to pull the whole thing apart and flip a piece around and put it back together. But I mean, it'll probably just grenade itself well before that becomes an issue. Hey, I apologize for any miscommunications through text, but yeah, boys, we did it. It's done. Only totally cocked over the program a little bit, not too bad. But yeah, I can clean off the tables in the other room and friggin' get some shit friggin' fixed up here. We got to do exhaust. We got to, you know, hook up the friggin' rear heater. Couple things, air compressor, all the intercooler pipings are just sticked, like the freaking rubbers are too short. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rubber. Well, you know, if they were twice as long as that, or you know, at least a couple inches longer than that, that'd be good. Because then we're running into problems like this where, you know, she's on a good amount on that one, but this one here, she's only not good. You know what I mean? So a couple things we got to figure out. Power steering line, we got one power steering line to figure out, and yeah, I kind of want to try the clutch though. I left that plastic tab thing on there. There's like a little plastic thing that holds the antler in, so you just gotta, you know, pick that off of there or whatever, and then that'll release that, and then we can stab the clutch in. I kind of want to try that right now, to be honest with you. pedal doesn't go anywhere near the floor, and she's as far as she goes, so I think she's bottoming out in the asshole, so that's cool. And I don't think you need to f around, because I just pushed the clutch in and the thing's just broke right off there. So, you know, there's like a little plastic nodule between like the end of the shaft and the little cup thing that it sits in. But yeah, we're probably, you know, 2 or 3 inches too long on that, but that's better than 2 or 3 inches too short, I imagine. Yeah, man. Wouldn't be the first time. I apologize. Yeah, I would appreciate any type of the feedbacks in accordance to different things, like the drive shaft being able to pound, you know, having to pound it in there and stuff like that. But yeah, man, clutch seems to work. We'll get that gear shifter in there and we'll figure out the floor, because all the bolts ended up getting dicked. There's like some spring clip things that are all broke off now, so I'll have to re-drill all those out and get new springs and new friggin' floor bolts and stuff. I might just say f it and just nut and bolt it, but you know, the original clip-on floor thing would have been nice to save. But anyways, still long words to go, but we're getting there. So, but yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll get more done later, probably. Beg my pardon.